fantasy check-in on the Utah Jazz, who have, of course, been struggling this season with a lot of their players not really failing, or actually failing to live up to some of the hype we hoped. Donovan Mitchell outside the top 50 over the last 2 weeks. He hasn't taken the necessary steps forward we hoped. Only 2.6 assists over the last 5 games. Also, he's not getting to the free throw line, not increasing that rate from last season, and that's what's holding him back and keeping him at that same level he was last season. Now, he is shooting just 28% from 3 across the last 5 games, so there's scope for improvement, but there was some expectations from some people he'd be a top 20 guy. I thought more top 30 was realistic for Mitchell. It looks like maybe top 40 is a more realistic goal, especially if he can't increase the amount of free throw attempts that he is taking. Gobert and Ingles. Ingles actually, despite what may appear to be some struggles, he's the 38th ranked player over the last 2 weeks on the back of 5 assists and 2.5 steals. Continues to be rock solid. I've heard people talk about wanting to drop him. If that happens, of course, you go and immediately add him. Well, Rick Rubio shooting 44% over his last 7 games, 6 assists with 13 points. Solid production where we know that at the start of the season it does take him a while to get warmed up. Kyle Korver joined the Jazz. He's really just a 3-point stream option. It doesn't do too much more than that. Well, Jay Crowder and Derek Favors. Crowder and Favors. Favors, you can look at it and go top 100 player over the last 2 weeks. That's a 12-team league guy. That's absolutely true. That is a 12-team league player. I don't have faith in him necessarily keeping up 65% from the field or over a block and a steal per game, which is what he's doing over these last 7 games. But he is still okay, just very limited upside for Favors. There'll be games where he starts and games where he doesn't, while Crowder is more of a 14-team league player, maybe even 16-teamer than a 12-team guy. Not many other guys that we need to talk about. Dante Exum is out of the rotation with the arrival of Kyle Korver, so that's important to note. While Grayson Allen's going to be hard to find enough playing time for him this season to have too much of an impact. But perhaps down the road, if Ricky Rubio does leave this off-season, we might see Allen into a role. But nothing, I think, major going to change with this rotation throughout the season. Gobert just doing his thing. The free throws, of course, are a significant concern with Rudy.